Hey, I'm Nick, and I help coach people to improve their productivity and discipline in order to reach their dream lifestyles. And today I want to talk about a new way and what I think is a better way of perceiving time. You see, it's a bit of a rough subject to talk about how to really understand time. It's hard to understand it in the moment because what happens a lot is you think Because what happens is that without a point of reference, we do just in general fail with our perception of time. If you ask one person to do something for 1 hour, they may think of it in terms of a school period in class, and they may think, yeah, I can do some work or I can do that thing for an hour. That's just like being in school. But if you ask but if you ask someone who does lots of things in bursts of 10 minutes, maybe even half an hour periods, then they think that it's going to take twice as long as someone else normally would. And how this leads into dealing with procrastination. And how this leads into building up discipline and being productive is with the fact that without a point of reference to how long something actually takes and the amount of time involved in it, you're able to be susceptible to procrastinating because you believe that it's going to take too long, you don't have enough time, or the opposite, and you think you have plenty of time and you can push it back later and do more fun things earlier, which will cause procrastination. If you want to start exercising or studying a certain topic and you think to yourself, I'll be able to get it all done in half an hour or 45 minutes. Therefore, when you think I'll do it between 3 and 4 o'clock, then you think to yourself, hey, I can waste 15 minutes. And then once that 15 minutes is off, if you're already in the cycle and you're already in that spiral, then you start thinking, hey, I can push it back a bit longer because it doesn't take that long. You need a point of reference. What I've talked about before is that you need one perfect day to understand how your body should be feeling and how productive you should be. And that is similar to why it's important to get experience because you need that to understand the time it takes for things, especially if stuff gets in the way, then you'll be able to learn and understand exactly how long it takes. And you'll be able to learn that you're not able to take 10-minute breaks before, 10-minute breaks in between, because the time is really important and you're actually able to get it done just in time or something similar to that. And for people who are prone to procrastination and wasting a little bit of time in between each little session, then what I do is I think of my time in 5-minute blocks. It takes me about maybe half an hour to do a certain thing. That is 6 5-minute blocks. If I go throughout my day and I experience that little period of wasting 5 minutes, wasting a few minutes, and it adds up to 6 times, then I know that, hey, if I had stayed more focused, I would have been able to be a little more productive today. So if you start thinking in terms of easily recognizable time slots like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and if you're really struggling, then just a couple minutes at a time, then you're able to understand the compounding effect of how wasting your time can add up. And by the end of the day, you're not able to get, and by the end of the day, you're not able to get as many things done. So I've gone over the place. So I've gone all over the place a bit today, but to summarize it, it's hard to perceive time in the moment. What you need is a point of reference, something that is not in the moment and something that you spent 1 hour and you got X amount of results. You need that over just being motivated so that you're not falling into procrastination because you have a flawed perception of how long something will take. However, if you do have a good perception of how long something will take and you instead struggle with the in-between steps, think about it in terms of smaller 5 minute, 2 minute blocks so that you're able to realize that after you experience enough of those little periods of time, then you could have gotten more stuff done and you could have gotten that extra period of work done. And then in future that if you just work a little bit harder and stay a little bit more focused and don't waste those blocks of time, you're able to get a lot more things done. That's it for today. I hope that made sense. But if you're still interested in learning more about productivity, tips or tricks, I've now started one-on-one coaching, which you can book a call for using the first link in the description below. But until then, see you later.